Alright, let's see what's going on here real quick. Alright. Alright, Mike sounding good. Let's get it. Alright. This submarine stuff has been going on. So pretty sure everybody done caught up with the news and all that stuff to the game and what's going on. Hold on, let's turn off notifications. My thing is we came to talk about the situation be placed in it, the technology that they use, and when they go deep into the water like that, most of the time it's a like it's a little capsule type thing, and it's basically for two people, and the engineering inside of that with the keys and the joystick that you have to use and the stuff, all the buttons in one of those type subs. Buddy said in the clip that he had. All right, so let's hear some of the stuff you gotta say because this is interesting. We gotta really talk about this stuff because a lot of people, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, 5 people lost their lives for no reason at all. They could have been avoided.
I'd like to be remembered as an innovator. I think it was General MacArthur said, "You're remembered for the rules you break." And I've broken some rules to make this.
Rule that you don't do it, but he did it. He wants to be an innovator. He wants to be the first guy. I mean, okay, this is science. Now, if anybody knows science, science is about risk taking. You know, no scientist ever became who the risk that they take, to see if certain things work, 9 out of 10 times backfires on them. This is why they go through so many processes. Okay, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? You know what I'm saying? Before they actually set sail and jump into the deep end. It's multiple tests being done throughout the whole process. And these guys didn't, I don't think these guys tested it because, when you read the articles and stuff, it says like this stuff wasn't 100% sure. So going into the ocean, nothing is 100% sure. You going into the ocean, nothing is 100% sure because nobody really can actually say they discovered 100% of the ocean. So anything is bound to happen down there. You don't know what can happen down there. Like it's certain situations where people got off the boat. You know what I mean? It was nice little current the spot they were supposed to be at. And it's like, that's just from a little bit of current. So we don't know what type of current they was going in, like what type of weather conditions, and why would you set yourself up? And to I understand you want to be an innovator, you want to be the first person to do, but you don't just dive straight in. You set plays up before you get there. Hold on, let's watch. I got a clip of these guys uh screwing the bolts onto the sub, bro. Now let's look at this. That's those are basic tools Those are basic tools that you use for like bites and stuff. Like there's no anybody go through and tighten them up with a drill gun or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this thing is hand tightened. It was never a thing, bruh. It was a wrap. Look at it. Look at them. They tighten it up with their hands. Like no power tools. When people when they build cars and taking some stuff apart, and if they taking the stuff apart, they still gotta break it with the power tool first. You know what I mean? Because it's drilled in tight. Like that thing, bro, never gonna set sail. Let's hold on. Let me put the picture. All right. Now look at this. They said this is sub. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. They said this is the sub. Like some of the pieces of the sub. You know what I'm saying? Like look at that. That don't even look like that don't even look like the piece that we was just looking at. Like what piece is that on the sub? Hold up. Let's try to find.
Help no experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma. Take your shoes off, that's customary, okay? Wow!
Inside, the sub has about as much room as a minivan.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. We only have one button, that's it. It should be like...
Boom. Hold up. Let's rewind that back a little bit. Look how big that is. Look how big the compartment is. You know. Now, the ones that I seen on Nat Geo, don't get it twisted. They're little. You know what I'm saying? They're little, and they're compact. They're like a little circular ball, like globe type thing. You know, they sit they sit in it like straight up, and they got the controls like this with their thumbs, and they controlling the sticks and moving it where it needs to go at and stuff. Now, pay attention to this part. What this is. Where is it? This. I think that's the part that they might have been sitting in, but I don't know. This picture looks crazy, but I just wanted to show y'all like how this, plays a part in what goes on, because these things was never drilled in right from or screwed in right from the beginning, so it was never gonna be able to set sail. That's the crazy part. Let's finish this.
Five
Hold up. I want to get a good view of it. So maybe that's this part right here that we're looking at. So dang, what that's the only pieces they have left over. That don't even look like that. I don't think that's right. That kind of look like this. But look how it's built, and it looks like it could have been something. But they didn't take their time. Hold on, it just came on. 1 second. Alright. So yeah, like I was saying, this joint is built like something. It's built like it could have been something, but clearly this is a rush.
And yet, I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of
Camper World, we run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on! It seems like an experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified.
Alright. So anytime you do stuff like this, what they're doing, you gotta sign some type of waiver. I mean, that's just what it is. The risk is what we're tripping off of. That's what we came for. This guy right here that wanted to take the risk and say, yeah, we're gonna go explore something and not do, none of the calculations. He didn't calculate for the depth. He didn't calculate for the water pressure. He didn't calculate for how long the the sub will be able to hold that pressure, because I was watching this video, and this dude had his boat had sank to the bottom, and he got caught in one little pocket that was inside there. He was gonna run out of air. All he had was that pocket, and he seen the soda that was floating around. And he was down there for a little bit of time. I forget how long he was down there, but the same amount of time that he was down there, because it was like hours, the same amount of time he was down there was like almost the same on the surface due to the pressure of being down there. So these people, bruh, that got caught in this they're gone. They're gone, bruh. And it's crazy because, like I said, because even if they came up, they still would have had to go through the whole deep pressure and all that stuff. They would have had to sit in a chamber and get that pressure, So they want to have warp. They call warp. Thought thought that part through. You know, like it's so much when it comes down to that. That's why I don't like. Yeah, they can go in the ocean and tell me what's off anything. I done seen barracudas break people ribs and cut them open. What's up, meatball? And cut them open. You know what I'm saying? Like barracudas be like 6 feet. They not no little fish. So yeah, it's a sad day for these people that want to be scientists. And I said, this is what comes with being a scientist, though. You take risks at all times. So I got a couple joints to show y'all, because I seen and I thought it was interesting, and I make it bigger. Give me once. Who knows? I don't not 100% sure on how it happened, but look at it. It can crumpling up. It crumples up like this part, the middle part crumpling in, and that part popping off, and yeah. So I can see something similar to this. I'm pretty sure it's something similar. Just a video with another video. I don't know what happened to my other video about this.
Couldn't help notice experimental submersible vessel.
No, that's not it. He was talking. The guy was talking about it. And he was explaining exploding submersible. Is it this one?
Couldn't help notice experimental submersible vessel that has not been.
No, it's not that one. But dang, I thought I uploaded. I had one that, and they was talking about the controller and the inside of it was using, because the guy had mentioned it was Bluetooth, and somebody said it was an Xbox controller, and I was tripping like, nah, there ain't no Xbox controller. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a universal controller that you probably can use for only for the simple fact, yeah, Xbox controller made by Microsoft, and those joints is heavy and solid, so that thing looked a little too flimsy to be a an Xbox controller. I wonder if this
help in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign? Oh, take your shoes off. That's customary. Okay. Wow.
Inside, the sub has about as much room as a minivan.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. We only have one button, that's it. It should be like an elevator. You know, it shouldn't take a lot of skill.
The Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world.
With this
hold on, let's see what
Help no experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign? Oh, take your shoes off. That's customary. Okay. Wow.
Inside, the sub has about as much room as a minivan.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. Take a lot of skill.
The
you hear what he says? It should be like an elevator. Understand what they dealing with? I don't think they understand. It takes way more than a lot of skill. It takes actually rocket scientists to figure this stuff out, bruh. Dive into the water, go down there. He just gonna come back up willy nilly. No, that's not how. That's crazy, bruh.
Titan is the only 5-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths, 2.4 miles below the sea.
2.4 miles below the sea. These guys is true. Only 5-man sub.
0.4 miles below the sea. It's also the only one with a toilet. Sort of. And yet,
They thought to put a toilet in there, but they didn't. This is what I'm saying, bruh. Like, they thought to put a toilet in there, but they didn't think to put no real controls in there. No real, thought into what they was actually doing. They thought about putting a toilet in there. Oh yeah, we gotta use the bathroom. Like, bruh, what? Are you kidding me, bruh? How long did you plan on being down there that everybody needed to use the bathroom? Like, you supposed to, before you go anywhere, use the bathroom. Cause we ain't stopping. Without stopping for you to use the bathroom, nah. You got to hold till you get there. So my point is, you thought about that, but you didn't think of nothing else. So what is that? HPA tank. Okay, so they got a couple levers. What do these do? Dive. So up for dive. Push these with this one this way, and you push this one up. Opposite of dive. So you got 1, 2, probably 3 monitors in there. 3. Hold up. Does that? Yeah. So is this looking on? This is looking on the inside. This is looking on the out. This is the top of the water or something. Right now they probably, because they sitting outside. So this is the top camera. The left corner is inside.
Come on.
That ain't that. That first of all, somebody, whoever said that's an Xbox controller, need to be slapped. That's not no Xbox controller. If anything, that's a I mean, and that's not even like a real cousin. That's like he was married into the family type cousin. Yeah, I mean, like left analog stick needs to be at the top, and the D pad needs to be where the left analog stick is for it to be an Xbox controller. Like I said, it's a universal controller though, so it probably can work for both Xbox, PlayStation, PC. But yeah, that is nowhere near a Sony or a Microsoft controller. Out of if anything, if I would have went down in the submersible like this, I would have definitely had a Microsoft controller or a Sony controller. If I couldn't get the Microsoft controller, which would most likely be the best choice in this case, then my second best option would have been that Sony controller. Give me the Dual Shock. Yeah, me. Yeah, I'm rolling with that with the Bluetooth uh, uh, capabilities. Yes, sir.
It seems like an experimental submersible couldn't help notice
It
experimental
seems like a
submersible
dumb
vessel that
idea.
has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death.
And that's exactly what they call. Look, but the crazy part is, the crazy part is, my my wife is telling me that I forget one of these guys, daggone son-in-law or stepson or something like that. He was like kind of related to him or whatever. Yo went to a daggone Blink 182 concert while these guys was out there missing in action. And I'm like, dang, that's petty, yo. Say I told him not to go out there. That's crazy. Yo went to a whole concert and then told people don't worry. It's crazy. We seen.
I'd like to be
We
remembered as
seen
an
him
innovator.
talk about yeah.
I think it was general. And I've broken some rules to make this. I think I've broken them.
Yeah, you broke a lot of rules. The people told this guy from the beginning that this sub was basically a prototype. The sub was a prototype. That it wasn't really. You had stuff that you had to put in place. Like test and all that stuff. So, like I said, yeah, you broke the rule. You broke the rule by letting these people go. And then the messed up part is, dang, the boy that was in there was like 19. So he ain't even get to live his whole life. He ain't even get a chance to, like he still got dirt behind the ears. He's still moist behind the ears. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, y'all done took this 19-year-old out, and he ain't even really want to go. Allegedly, that mean he ain't really want to go, and he only did it for his father. I mean, because his father was going on there, and it was for Father's Day or some. That's a I guess it's supposed to happen, and that boy really done this, and break the rules and not use the right materials that they supposed to use. You know, let me see if I can. I wonder if I can pull up a video. I wonder if I can pull up not of these guys, but of the people like that go in on those submersible subs, so y'all can really see in depth how detailed that stuff is, bruh. 'Cause that stuff ain't. Let's see if I see. I don't want to put. Nah, see, I don't want to put nothing crazy because I don't want that stuff to pop up. Okay, deep sea footage. Is this inside? See, a lot of the stuff that was little subs, but a lot of times they be remote. They be remote. They be remote joints. I'll see if I pull this joint up. Oh crap! Did it be that? All right, that's not it. Stop. That's not it. All right, let's watch this one. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Come on, bro. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. Hold on, camera. Hold on, camera. Yeah, see, this is a real submersible sub right here. Now I want you to pay attention to the details that's in this submersible sub. All right, pay attention to the details that's in this submersible sub, bro. You see the floaties. Got the floaties on there. Got the floaties on there. Man, I wish I had, bruh. I might have it still. I'm not sure. I gotta go look at the archives. But we're gonna compare the two. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? You can tell this ain't been hand nothing on here has been tightened with hands, probably except for these floaties or something crazy like that. Not none of these joints and none of that stuff. There you go. Then I just said it, right? I said it take rocket scientists, right? He just said it. It takes scientists to build this stuff, bruh. Scientists, not people just screwing stuff in and oh I got a universal joystick and it only has one button inside here. We put a toilet for you to boo boo in. Uh, Man, you better knock it off, bruh. You hear what he's saying? So, do you think these guys even did any of that research right there? Any of that research? How long it takes for it to drop down there at how long is it's gonna hold at that pressure? You know how long it can withstand that pressure? Like it's stuff that gets calculated into building these things, bruh. And look, this is I don't really say this is like that much bigger than the other one. They probably about the same size, just built different, built by real engineers and scientists that take their job serious. And they actually they didn't say yeah let's just make it look like a soda can and you know what I'm saying. They made it they built it after something. They built it after a seahorse. It's supposed to sit upright like a seahorse. Come on, bro. They envisioned these things before they even actually put the started building it. They actually envisioned it and mapped it out and all that stuff. Come on, man. Y'all gonna tell me these people did that. one-seater, not a five-seater, a one-seater. So that means it's a one-seater. So that means I'm pretty sure there's no bathroom in there. Look, controls and gears and stuff that's in there, knobs. I see buttons and like look at in the smallest of small places around surrounded by buttons and hollow out a can, and we're gonna put some stuff on here to help it sink, and then I got one button to shoot a balloon up that's gonna help us float back to the top. Bruh. Where's the thought into it? Where's the real thought into it? You hear that? If anything goes wrong, he hits a button that releases weights. The weights is probably what helps him get down there, helps him sink and stay, you know, within where he needs to be at. You know what I'm saying? The weight, that weight helps him. So if something happens and he's in an emergency to get back up, all he has to do is hit the button, and that joint will release the weights and help him get back to the surface faster. Like, see what I'm saying? Thought was put into this stuff. Thought was put into this stuff. He was in there for he said 10 hours. So he knows that his with that with that joint being down there in the water, he has at least 10 hours stuff. So thought was put into this is what I'm saying. They calculated every measure possible that they can, worst case scenarios and all that. Let's look at the sub. Let's look at that sub again. Hold on. Hold on.
Submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Okay.
Wow.
Take your shoes off.
Inside, the sub has
Take your shoes off. Get comfortable. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. Down there, you know, you gotta eat something. Oh yeah, we mapped it out, bro. We got a toilet, just pun intended. But I ain't gonna let that shit go. But yeah, come on, man.
about as much room as a minivan.
As much room as a minivan. Hold up. Let's rewind back just a smidge. A little bit more. Hold up. We gotta get this right. Look at that. And look at this. Where's that? Come on. Boom. There you go. Alright. Let's rewind. We gotta go back to. There you go. Boom. Look at that. Now look at this. That scientist. This. Guys just trying to do something. Like, let's just do something. Scientists mapped everything out. I like I try to tell y'all, bro, that it takes scientists to build this stuff, bro. This is not no overnight project. This is not no overnight project, man. Real thought. Mm, mm, mm. Man, oh man. Think these guys are real scientists? I can't say they real scientists. Like I wouldn't give them real science. I give this what the fellas do. This is what a group of fellas want to do. Like, yo, let's drink a beer, sitting around, kicking it. Like, yo, let's go try to find a Titanic. Word. How much money you got? Like, these guys got money. So with these guys having money, my thing is, why wouldn't they use the money to actually put some real? What possessed them to think that this craft was gonna be fully optional, like operational? That's what I meant. Like it's gonna operate to its fullest. What made them think that? Like it looked like y'all came up with the idea, and then once it got built, it was like, yeah, yo, let's add this, and then let's go. It was like no real concept. You know, and these, like I said, this video was interesting. I ain't even see this one. I ain't even see this one. Like this not the one. This one is kind of slick though. I like how they thought about how it's gonna sit up in the water. Like they took actual time for little stuff to think about. Let's watch it again. Oh, 7 years. I don't think they took 7 years for that sub. That sub wasn't. Yeah, that's not 7 years thought process. Now look how tight that joint is. Yeah, like look how tight it is. Look how tight that is, bruh. Hey boy, go in the room with your mama, please. Thank you, bruh. Yeah, so me being in that little tight spot like that, nah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do that. Not for 10 hours either. A couple pictures, look at it and stuff, but I am not. No, no. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it feels like. See what it feels like to be in. Come on, bro. You really gonna have me watch this whole thing, bro? Nah, we not ready to do that. Okay, hold on. Commercial. Alright, let's go back. Mm. What's up, bro? That's 10,000 feet underneath. Good grief. Deepest. This out real quick. I'm gonna finish off with this. Because I think that's what. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Shout out to the buzz. Look at that. Oh, hold up. That is thought. That is thought process at its finest, right there. You know, real scientists built that. That's not that. That's nothing just thrown out there. Let's get into it, though. That's fire. That green one we was just looking at. That green one. I mean, that's fire. That joint got arms on there. Look at the tank. Hold on. The tank in the back. You see the one in the back behind it? I'm pretty sure that those are lights. They say it can hold 3 people. That's a big sub for real. See, like all these subs are made to go down there in them depths, bruh. Like, look how smooth, look how smooth the texture on that thing is. It's like forced, like it looked like it's forced together. You know what I'm saying? Like put in, like I'm gonna just add this here and smooth to the touch, bruh. Like that's real craftsmanship right there. I would say that sound like some Russian stuff. I mean, that one ain't bad either, but it can go to the same depths, So it really doesn't have to be as flush and well synced because you can see, like as it has some scientists have to actually put their hands in and let you know, like, look, this will only last this amount of time, and it's stuff that goes on with this, bruh. Stuff don't be, you don't just dive in. Bruh, I just thought about it. With the type of money that these guys got, they could have put their money together and got something like this. You feel what I'm saying? They could have just reached out to Nat Geo and them and been like, bruh, yeah, man, I give you XYZ amount, I donate XYZ amount of money, to go on the exploration to the daggone Titanic. Shoot, Nat Geo would have did it. Heck yeah. I don't see why they wouldn't have. Look, if you look at that right there, that look like a fishing lure. If anybody been fishing before and know about fishing lures, that you can't sit there and tell me that don't like no fishing lure. You know what I'm saying? Thought was put in place behind these things. You know, they probably looked at how the fishing lure was floating in the water and was like, you know what? Let's make it similar to this because it's how this fishing lure sits in the water. It can, you know, propel in the water the way we need it to. Let's build our craft after this. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but if you look at it now, if we notice, a lot of these submarines have those same kind of little propellers all around them, in the front or in the back or on the sides or whatever. They have those joints so they can propel through the water when they need to. So because now I'm starting to question what all was used.
Couldn't help no- couldn't help no- experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified.
Yeah, I don't see no.
Five-person sub in the world that can reach Titanic depths, 2.4 miles below the sea. It's also the only one with a toilet. Sort of.
And yet, I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of
Camper world, we run the whole thing with this game controller.
come on! It seems like
Alright, so yeah, I don't really see none of those little propeller. Maybe that might be one right there, but that's still not big enough. Like compared to compared to these propellers, you know what I'm saying? That one in the back. I don't even think actually make it move, like glide through the water. So they just basically was like, all right, drop this in we're gonna drop this in and just let it sink its way down into the. That's a bad way to go, bro. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, look, that joint. She's ready to say got seven propellers. That joint got seven propellers on it, and even this one looked like a fishing lure. Like, so they, like I said, the one guy made his after a seahorse. These guys are clearly making theirs at the fishing lures. You know, because it obviously the way they float in the water or something, they can use that. So yeah, this is it's. I said it started into. We just we just got finished saying the seahorse. The seahorse one. Sub right there, but so maybe they just made. Maybe they do have subs that just you go to a certain part of the water and you just let it sink and then you make it come back up. But I'm still pretty sure that it's more than just one button inside there, and I'm pretty sure it don't have. Dang, that joint visited all five of the world's oceans. Let's get it. I like how it looked though. It looked a little funny, like an alien craft. Back when you was at. Pressure drop. So yeah, that one that I guess to the spot and just drop it, let it sink down. But as you can see, they have people here to recover this thing just in case something happens. They didn't just drop this thing and just walk away from it like, yeah, they'll be fine. No, they had actually people that's here to recover this thing. You need to emergency evacuate the thing or something. I don't know what it is. I'm ready to get off. Ready to close this down. Well, let's see what they. Everybody, bruh, everybody be having these near death experiences messing with this Titanic, bro. Leave that spot alone. Why y'all keep going out there? Like, I mean, just enjoy the movie, bruh. Y'all want to go visit places. Y'all keep on visit places. This guy almost got stuck. Definitely gonna be a bitter pill for you to swallow. See, there we go. The sub lost control when an unexpected underwater current sent it into the ship's blade. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and end up all the way over here just by a little bit of current, bro. Just by a little bit of current, you know. And this is what happened to this guy. That's how he got stuck. He got stuck. So there's no telling what kind of currents was down there at that time when they sent their sons. I'm pretty sure that yes, I'm pretty sure like they don't go looking for sharks at night because they can't see them. But I'm pretty sure as well they don't go looking for sharks at night because the water probably is a lot stronger at night than it is during the day. Taking a leap of faith is what scientists do. That's what they do. They take risks, and it's sad they had to, take that kind of risk. Look at all the people that daggone suit things. I don't know what the heck they call, but them people that be free falling with the little suit things. Yeah, people make good suits and stuff, but a lot of people that make the suits don't even live to. Oh man, they gonna end with that, bruh. Why they gonna end with that? Look at this though. Like on that other. It's not what it looked like. Maybe they did some detailing, so I don't know. But yeah, this this right here, this part right here looks iffy. The middle part, right before the ocean. That part looks just in my eyes. No, but yeah, I'm finna get out of here. I'm pretty sure it's going on an hour now. I didn't even. I'm gonna slide out of here. I made Cog Chop. It's always Carry Gun Podcast. You already know what time it is. Hit that like, share, subscribe. I'm up out of here. I'm gonna let my homie, let me pull up homie.
They made a monster out of me. They put a song in my bed. They gave me to the count of three. They set the house on my tracks. The cross to my face. They put a circus out of me. 'Cause I got some blood on my hands. But they then they prodded. They just ain't know what they started. Now when they near me, they cautious. They act like they don't know what caused it. I remember all of the comments they tossing. To them, I was awkward. That made me call Mellow Anthony. Felt I was always on offense. Brought up in nonsense. What we had to do. Lander was working, so we had a roof. We ain't had much, but we had to make do. Bag full of hand-me-downs, they came from Scoop. I was fighting in school. Dudes getting battered and bruised, they laughed at my shoes. I wasn't amused, I was young and confused. Pilot right down the street, he ain't come through. Light-skinned nigga, I can fight though. Then I noticed everything I write glow. My first manager was scamming. When she see me, she be panicking. Oh, all you dudes be fake. I keep the grass cut so I can view the snakes. Where I'm guessing.